what's your take on buying online businesses that have a well-established track record? I would say that valuation is key. Of course. And I would think like a private equity investor. And so private equity investors, they like to buy companies that are seriously undervalued. And the reason they're undervalued is because they're being mismanaged. And then what they do is they try to turn around those companies and sometimes sell them to turn a profit, or they'll just hang on to them for the awesome cash flow they have every single year. So I would make sure to look at the valuation of that company. How? Look at the valuation of similar companies. And if you can find publicly traded companies, and they, of course, all of their valuation and financial metrics are disclosed, and it's all relative. So for example, I remember it was the summer of 2012, and there was 3 great IPOs from software companies: Splunk, ticker SPLK; ServiceNow, ticker NOW, and there's also Anil Bousri's company, Workday, WDAY. And all 3 of those aforementioned companies traded at a revenue multiple, price to revenue, of about 15 to 20 times then. And that's why the investment bankers knew how to value each of those 3 IPOs by looking at precedent and to see what the market was valuing other similar companies. So the bottom line is that's how you can approach valuing companies as well. And you can use price to earnings as well, of course, if the company is profitable. What I would say, though, and the last thing I'll say about this, is that the jockey's always more important than the horse. You always want to invest in a great management team first and a good business model second. And I'd always prefer to invest in an A management team with a B business model instead of investing in a B management team with an A business model. And so when it comes to ServiceNow, for example, and Snowflake, a company just went public, had a fabulous IPO. The reason why investors bought the heck out of that IPO is not because of the growth of the company. It's because the management team was amazing. Frank Slootman as CEO, and Mike Scarpelli, who's CFO, and sister lived on my street growing up. We played tennis together, the McDonald's. Yeah. So always look at the management team because the jockey is more important than the horse.